as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Race no trap. Race no trap.
Here's Wilson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 68 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Bucks now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 2nd down, Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
13, Mike 13. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Let's go.
They'll run with Etienne. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
64, weak.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again is Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Ready. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Leo, 3, ready, go.
Etienne. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
75 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Working with a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets.
That's it,
Cortland
baby.
Sutton,
We got 6 all
59 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Not here. Ready to go.
Wilson.
He's scared.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. 60 orange. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Let's go. Get set.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Winner go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here to the tight end.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
45.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. handoff as they run the counter play.
You go like this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Wilson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Topper, Alpha, go!
Again, Wilson. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now here's a carry heading left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Watch twitch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check mark 45, check mark
handoff as they run the counter play. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jets.
Hey, that's the way you finish,
20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mike 13. He's coming.
From the 22, Wilson completes it to Fant on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this off to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Mike 13. It's going to be a...
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Jets on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if
key
you
in
know,
on him.
right, you know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And they'll indeed take a knee. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. They're still going to go for it on fourth and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. The defense can stop it twice more. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add in.
Teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some coaches, chance to put some more points on the board. I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by Higgins. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from 20. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And looking at it from the perspective of the